Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and make sure you can hear me. If you would go ahead and type the number 1 in the chat box, the comment section, let me know you can. I would appreciate it so very, very much. Thank you. And as we go through here this morning, keep in mind that everything we look at is for educational purposes only, and nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. All right. And if you like what you see here, folks, make sure you subscribe and follow along with what we do here on YouTube, as well as all of our channels. Right. And we'll put links to all these down in the description below. But there's different content that we put out on all of our social media platforms. Sean informed me that we have 1 or 2 new ones we're going to be adding to this as well. So I'm excited for that as well. We just produce a ton of content, folks. I hate to see it go to waste, especially when we do things like we do here. And, you know, I got yesterday's tracking sheet here. And we're going to talk about here. There we go. We're going to talk about some of the candidates from yesterday in just a moment. But there's so much great opportunity to pick up ideas, thoughts, companies to trade, systems, management, mindset. Take advantage of it. All right. Enough of that. Let's jump in. So let's go ahead and take a look first at the futures. Baby, PPI was good. That's what we're waiting for right now is producer price index. There's some others out there as well, but PPI was one of the big ones on the docket. So it's had a nice move. You can see we've had a big drop off from yesterday in ES. We kind of hung there into the overnight session until we got to the European Open of their news, and good strong legs in there. This was a little concerning, the lower high, but coming on the heels of the 8:30 announcement, not surprising to see some pullback in there. We've broken through that high now, and if we maintain, we're looking well. We're up 8.5 points right now on. We're up 8.5 points right now on the ES, so I'm liking it a lot. Sean typed in that we are live on Twitch for the very first time too today. Excellent. Welcome, 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 all of those that are watching us on Twitch. All right, so let's go look at the YM, which is the Dow. So 8.5 points on the ES. The Dow were up 107. Very similar picture. Strong out of the gate on this 8:30 announcement today. NQ, also very similar picture. We're up 37 points. It's more of an average thing here, guys. Of the ES is up 10, the Dow is up 100, the Nasdaq's up 37. That's more of what we're used to seeing. Not this Nasdaq's up 150 and the Dow is down 12, right? Russell, I guess a similar pattern, but more muted, more flattened. We did not have as big of a move in there on the RTY. And I'm not talking about the one candle. I mean, just the overall pattern. The same picture, it just was not as big of a swing on the RTY. Bitcoin, shoulda, woulda, coulda. Had I been up at that time of night, 10 o'clock at night, I would have bought it around that 39,000. I did not, so I'm still watching it right now. 43.8 right now. We're only up 55 points, which is kind of boring on Bitcoin. Only up $55. Let's see. Ether, ETH, is we're down 3.5 points. Okay. So overall, it got hit hard overnight. But again, this PPI announcement that just came out has driven it up nicely. Yeah, it was up 2% versus an estimate of up 4%. So that's good for producers. Gold, gold has got a big sell-off going on, but it's not the first one today. Look at this. Big move down, nice move back up. Let's go just for kicks and giggles. Look at that. Up to that 764, we had a potential Fibonacci 4-step in there, and we failed, retested the 618. 1, 2, 3, almost 4 full standard deviation move on gold to the downside. So from that retracement level. But overall, we're down about 8 points on gold and crude. Right now, we're sitting at 82.33. It's down 31 cents on the day. So yesterday ran us into some nice recent highs. We hit up in that about that 83-ish, a little higher, but $83 level yesterday on futures. So liking it a lot. Ed, you crushing it yet this morning on the futures? with what's going on. Second candle continuation happening here on the futures right now as well. So it takes the ES up to almost 12. The Dow is at 130. The Nasdaq's up 43. So liking it a lot. Great moves on there. So speaking of which, we're going to talk about that now. We're going to talk about trades from yesterday. You guys go ahead. I'm going to go through a few of them from yesterday. Go ahead and tell me what you traded yesterday. Good, bad, or indifferent. It doesn't matter. Drop them in. If there were anything that we listed out yesterday, I'd love to hear about those. But any trades that you did. I don't care per se what you made dollars and cents. In there, you want to give me a percentage. You want to just tell me you crushed it. You got hit. It wasn't too bad. I made a little, lost a little. Just let's share. Let's keep that flow going, all right? So off of yesterday's tracking sheet, let's go ahead and take a look at that first. And let's open up here. Come on, baby. Light my fire. So PayPal, PYPL is the first one. I'm a big PayPal fan, big trader of PayPal. It's on our list that we trade regularly for what I call power option plays. We had it down as a neutral for yesterday and a day trade. And what happened? We had that bad news on it yesterday, which was a downgrade by Jefferies. And we got the gap down. We retested that 190.81, which is magnifique. Right? Beautiful. Just wonderful. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You see that? I mean, we pushed down. We came back up. Closed here. We retested that line on that first candle. We came right back up near it again. I mean, where were we? 55. We were 20 cents, 25 cents away from there. We nailed it, right? And as we failed there, it gave us an opportunity to take a long entry to the downside. So I did the 192.5 puts yesterday. They were about $4. And at the end of the day, they were right about 6. So if you closed out any time throughout the course of the day, you did well. And if you held it short term and said, I'm not going to run this through lunchtime, and used one of my exit methods that said, if we get above the 8 moving average on a close, I'm out. Now, if you want to be a little more aggressive, if you get above the 8 moving average and hold there for a second close, that's where you're at, right? And that would, either one of those, I mean, heck, a fifth close would have been okay, right? But either one of those would have taken you out earlier in the trade and not given back as much as you had. You would not have dealt with time value deterioration or any of that throughout the course of the day. So that one worked out well, right, for PayPal. As for Dish we had down in merger talks with DirecTV. We said a naked put with a delta of around 20. I went ahead and picked up the 34 puts. It was the closest delta I could get. I don't remember. I didn't write down what it was, but it wasn't exactly 20, but it was the closest I could get. We got about 20 cents for that option right there. And if we look, at Dish, and I'm at the 34 puts. 34 puts right now are 2 cents by 34 cents. So huge bid-ask spread on it right now in the pre-market. We'll see what it opens up at. But it's showing that it's at 18 cents at a mid-price. So we're right about break even on it from where we were with the pre-market numbers. We're only up 4 cents, which is good. We're going to get more time value deterioration as well. Excellent. All right, so let's see what you guys got listed here. Alan said it was a Home Depot hoedown. All right, I hope you did well on Home Depot yesterday, Alan. Roman, PayPal, 35% return on investment. Yes, I love it. Great job, Roman. Great job. Yeah, Roman said it was an amazing setup. I know, right? I mean, now we talked about it in Power Option Plays in recording for yesterday. So we were already set there. But here we are, you guys that are not in Power Option Plays, I wouldn't normally talk about it unless it comes up on the news. It was a newsy item, which just, Roman, if you remember, we did in our inner circle, and we talked about building out a systematic approach to grading our trade, right? And we came up with, if we do too much, we're not gonna track it because it's too many things we've got to go through in there. Right. But when all the stars aligned, everything was already setting up for PayPal as a potential bearish entry. And then the bad news comes out on it, which just stack them up, and gave us a great ability to take that trade to the downside. So that was awesome. Alan said it was a PayPal party. There you go. And Alan said Facebook and MasterCard was choppity chop. Yep, a little bit. Absolutely. Absolutely. And I agree again, Roman. It was just an awesome setup there. All right. So that's another day in the books there. Let's get rid of that. And let's go ahead and take a look at the candidates for today. Big airplane is our very first one. You can see I've got them all set up here. We've got quite a few, right? We'll go through them. The ones down at the bottom are weekly option, monthly options. The other ones that start with Boeing to TSM, which is Taiwan Semi, are all weeklies. So big airplane. All right. So they're up about $5 this morning in pre-market. There's something about the 737 resuming service in China. I didn't really dig into the story. It's driven it up $5. If I can get the move, I'll take the trade, right? I don't really care. I don't need to determine, is the news good for long-term buy and hold? Because that's not me. I'm not going to buy and hold. I just realized I was up a little higher. I'm not going to buy and hold it, so I don't care. I don't care. Right? So let's go to big airplane. BA, Boeing. Right? We're in a bullish bias on Boeing. I'd love to see the pullback to the 213. It ain't happening. We're at 222 right now. So guys, this is how important it is to look and not just take the news on the day trade or on the news announcement at face value. And I don't mean that it was bad news. What I mean is, oh, it's good news. I should jump in the trade. Well, yeah, I guess. But. We're sitting at 222.04 right now. We've got a fib line at 223.02. We're a dollar away. We are right at resistance. So for me to take this, I'm going to look for a bull put spread with price above 223. And my puts below 223. So here's what I want to see, guys. It's not just get above. It's get above and close above. It's retest and bounce, and there's the entry, right, on Boeing. Be very cautious there when it comes to these types of setups. Delta Airlines, DAL, they had Mr. Ed on CNBC this morning talking about it and all the crazy things going on. This was the earnings, right? Nice little pop, good pullback and continuation. I love seeing that. Let's go look at Delta Airlines on the daily chart. I like the setup. Look where we closed, right at an 8 moving average, right? Right there. Let's go ahead and add a Fibonacci on this. All right, look at that. 40.89 is the fib line. We've got an 8 moving average of 40.50. So we're 29 cents away from each other. So they're right there. It's a great confluence. Delta is at 41.59 right now. So it's moved up a little bit, but not crazy. So I'm going to be looking at a naked put. And I can't tell you, well, it's only up $1. So it probably won't be too hard to figure out. But if we look at a naked put with a delta of 20, we're probably looking at the 39s yesterday. So it might be the 38s today, right? What we're going to be looking at, the 40s today, rather. Probably looking at the 40s today. We had 30 cents yesterday as mid price. So we're looking for a naked put with a delta of 20. And that's going to be approximately around the 40s. The 40 put, all right, is what we're going to be looking for there. So love the setup, love the pattern. And if I get put the stock, that's okay. I'm teaching a class this Friday night for our Covered Call Explorer students. And it's on the Wheel of Fortune, which is selling a naked put, getting exercise, where you have to buy the stock, writing a covered call, getting the stock taken away, and we just go round and round and round. And Delta Airlines is one of the stocks that I love for this type of strategy because it fits all the other rules in that strategy. So there we have Delta. Let's go look at ENPH, which for whatever reason in my head, I call it empanada. It's nothing to do with that. Enphase Energy. They're at $5.91. They got an upgrade. I don't remember who it was from. It wasn't Jeffries. It was somebody. I don't remember. But they did get an upgrade today. They do have weekly options available on them. So let's go look at ENPH on a daily chart. Woo! And the rain came down, down, down. All right. So we've had just yuck time here, right? I mean, this is good, strong move down. Cross here. Good, strong move down. Quick pop, but after that big day, we call that a sideways move. Another gap down, quick little sideways move there. This has all been sideways. We can't even draw a fib at this point. We don't have a good bottoming pattern anywhere yet. Absolutely not. But we're sitting at 155 right now, which still puts us underneath that 157. Now, that doesn't mean, and we're in a true bear bias right now. It doesn't mean we're not going to pop. Doesn't mean that at all. But for me, I tend to err on the side of caution and go, I'm going to wait on this one. For me, that's exactly what it is. It's wait. Right now, I may look at pivot points and look at a potential trade setup off of pivots, but we're in such a true bearish bias until we can get above the 157.03, which is our moving average. I'm not real excited about looking to take this trade. So news doesn't mean take the trade. Lennar, L-E-N, Lennar Corp, right? They had a 50% dividend increase. I think they're going from 50 cents to $1 for this coming quarter now. So that's a huge increase for them, for anybody, to double their dividend, right? So we're at $111. We'll be looking at a bull put spread on Lennar. Let's go take a look and see what our daily chart looks like. All right, so same scenario, guys. We're in this bearish pattern right now. And we're at 111 right now, though. So we're up here. Oh, we're above all our moving averages. Good. So we're going to be looking at a bull put spread below 109. When I say below 109, that's 109 or lower. I'm okay if you do the 109s. More aggressive than, of course, if you can do the 108s, but you may not get enough premium if you don't. All right, so there's Lennar. Moderna, mRNA. Something to do with COVID and the 2 to 5 year olds and when the data for the trial is going to be out. They were actually, this news actually drove them kind of down from last evening. Big drop this morning. They popped a little bit and then have fallen back off again, right? So apparently that, either we're A, not really caring about the news, or B, it's too far out because it was going to be a couple more months before the data was out. And we are seeing a decent number of kids dealing with COVID right now. So we're down 238. We'll be looking at a bear call spread if Moderna has a bearish connotation to it. Just keep something in mind that you could have the same flip tomorrow and have great news on, COVID's over. I'm the crap is gone, right? And we're back better again now. Or herd immunity kicked in because so many people, we're at over 23% positivity rate here in New York. Out on Long Island, where I live in Nassau County, we were higher than that. We had the highest one in the state at one time. So we do have some resistance. I love the pattern. 230 and a half. We're at 220 right now. So we're going to be looking at a bull put spread above 230. Right? And let's see. Can we get anything for it? Or did I say bull put spread? Bear call spread. Sorry. I wrote it down. Just didn't say it right. So above the 230s. So we got the 230, 232 and a half. As of yesterday was 48 cents. We may only wind up getting about 30 cents for it today. But numbers are off. See, you got 69, 48, 59. Numbers should not do that. Right? So something somewhere is off. All right. But we'll deal with it as it opens up, meaning the market opens up. But we're looking at the bear call spread. Right. Then from there we go to MTCH. They got an upgrade from Goldman Sachs, right? Which is Match Group. Don't think I've traded these guys before. Might be doing it today. We'll see. So right now they're at 128. This is, I do not have a fib drawn on this one. I have a channel drawn on it. Let's see. Although we can easily add a fib and should. Fibs trump channels. All right, so they're right now at 128. So guys, they would have to get above 131 for me to take an interest bullish. So we're going to wait for above 131. All right, and then there we would consider a bull put spread. And then the last one that's on our regular list is TSM, Taiwan Semi. Right, they are up $6, almost $7 right now. Let's go look at Taiwan Semi. Whew. All right. Same scenario. We've got a channel drawn on it. We don't have a fib put on here, and that's just because there's been it's big chop. We had a great sideways pattern going there for months, absolute months. We started to see the higher lows in there, the higher highs in there, right? And then right now we're sitting. Let's go and add a 2.5 to this. I have it. I do. All right. So we've got resistance up here at this 2.5, which is at 136.39, and we're at 139. Okay. So this is what we're looking for. We're looking for a bull put spread below 136. All right. So if we look at that, let's see what kind of spread details we can get. We got $1 increments, nicey nice, right? So below 136, so we're looking at, let's convert that to vertical. 136, 135. As of yesterday, woo, my goodness gracious. Yesterday we were at 73 cents. All right, now they've moved, let's just call it we'll call it $7. So 35. So we're going to be about a $7 difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's still showing the wrong direction. Sorry. I've got to add a few more strikes. 35, 6. Still showing 45 cents. So we got to see what the numbers look like right now when we open up, because it is such a big pre-market mover. But somewhere down below that 136 for sure is what I'm looking at. I got a couple of check marks next to that. I've got 3 check marks next to Delta Airlines as well. Right? I like that one a lot. All right, let's go look at the last 3. And as we do, these are all monthly options. Go ahead and drop in the candidates that you want me to take a look at. This is time to do it, right? We'll spend as much time on it as we can to get through all of your stocks. So Bumble, BMBL, Bumble, upgrade from Goldman Sachs. Too bad they are monthly options only. But you do have one that's 8 days away. You could look at a naked put on this position. It's a $35 stock, so that's exactly where I would be. KB Homes, same thing. I like KB. Always have. I just never understood why they haven't moved them into the realm of weekly options. $46 stock, I'll be looking at a naked put. And then Sedge, they were earnings. SEDG, Sedge was an upgrade. Don't remember who it was. But you know, they are $207 stock. They're up $8. So potentially a bull put spread is what we're looking at here. Okay, so let's go take a look at some candidates that you guys have. And the very first one Alan put up was Nvidia. All right, so Nvidia, let me go check it in the pre-market as well. So they're up 3 1/4 right now on Nvidia. It has a bearish bias to it, and we listed it as a day trade. Okay. So right now we're at 283. So where are we? 283. Well, the moving average is at 281. The pink line is at 281. Right. So if I really zoom in on it, and let's actually stretch it out this way. So if we go here, close enough, right? That's about where we are right now, is at that price point, right? No, I said 283. That's 284. So let's do that again. 283.5 again, close enough. 283.28. So that's about where we are right now. So we moved up above our moving averages. We still have the 21 above our head. So a little bit of caution on this, Alan. Yeah, I would be aggressive on anything, but I would much rather see this roll back into a bearish setup if we could, but just a little caution on that one for sure. Right? Hope that helps, Alan. Paula's asking for the spiders, SPY. Let's look at a pre-market. Right? So pre-market, we're up about $1. I'm glad I added to my position the other day as I did. No. Okay. Yeah, so Paula, right now, 472, we'll call it right now. 470.5 is our support. So I would love to see, Paula, a pullback intraday to that 470.65 level. Doesn't have to get all the way down to it. You guys know that. It's just got to pull back a little bit, get closer to it, get within $1 or so of it. I would be very excited, and a bounce from there. Now, it is close enough that you could take a trade on this. What is today? Today is the 13th, which is Thursday. So we don't have options expiring today. You're dealing with the Friday options. But even at that, guys, if you look at the Friday options, just go to single contracts there, and we look for that 65 to 85 delta. You're looking at $3 is your cost for the options that expire tomorrow. And even if you push it, went to the higher end of our range of delta, you're at 486. I mean, you got $3 to $5 cost on your option. So, yeah. So Paula, I like the pattern. I would just like to see a little pullback first. But I'm not opposed to an entry with a move like this if you are comfortable with the risk profile on it. Right. And lastly, so far, Roman's got Adobe in there. Anybody else, drop them in, guys. We still got 2 or 3 more minutes if you want. So we had Adobe down as a bearish trade, Roman. We closed out our final exit on it. And it looks like we might be rolling over now. So let's see where they are intraday. It shows them up $1.83, but there's really no trading activity going on. When you see the dash marks there, it's just print. They're not really a lot of trades that are taking place in there, right? You can see 105 shares, 169 shares, and there's not a lot trading inside of there, right? It's very small print, whether they are planned orders, mistakes or missed orders from yesterday, indexes, exchanges, buying in, whatever it is, it's small. It's very small. So with Adobe, Roman, I'm still back to the daily chart, right? If we can get the rollover here, I love it. We are definitely within our realm. Let's see, 500 to 38. We don't need a fib in there. We're definitely within our realm of where the 8 is in confluence with the 0 line. This actually would be a great 0 line breakout setup for today if we get that continuation push down. So, yeah, look at that 501 as your first support level. And then Paula typed in the Qs. We have someone that is in our power option plays. In our power hour every Monday at noon, which is a live training we do. And she's a tremendous Qs trader. Brenda is her name. So right now we're up $1 on the Qs. Wow. $1 on the Qs, $1 on the SPY. So a little different scenario here, right? We're definitely in the wrong order. We're sitting at 388.5. We're at 390. I'd be cautious with that 390 level, 390.48 level right above our head there, Paula. Not excited about it. Day trade off pivots, look for clear entries, but until we get above that moving average, it makes it tough. All right, guys, tonight, not tonight, what am I talking about? This afternoon, today at noon, is our very first ever 30 Days to Trading Success. It is a free training that we're doing. Sean, if you could drop those links in there, I appreciate it. Thank you. We're going to go through and I'm going to show you exactly what it takes to get you from 0 to hero in 30 days as a trader. I don't care how much experience you have. I don't care how good you are. I don't care how much you're making trading the market. You will get something out of this training for sure. So we spent a year developing this entire process that we're going to go through. That we're going to talk about today, that we're going to go over, that I'm going to unveil, right? Give you kind of a peek behind the curtain. So make sure you come and check it out. Sean dropped in the links there. We are right about at capacity right now on the event. We're going to do another email today saying, hey, guys, last chance, get in there. We're expecting to see much bigger numbers, but we're at capacity or just about on our room as it is. So make sure you get there early. That's the secret when we get to capacity, because you get people get locked out all the time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Take care, folks, and I will see all of you today at noon Eastern. All right, talk to you then. Bye for now.